Hi. Well, week one is concluding now. We've done the first two chapters and we've had our discussion concerning the theories psychologically as the basis of why, how, what for, all of those things. And one of the common ground in agreement with everyone, I think, with their discussion is not seeing much light in Freud's psychoanalytical theory and where he puts such emphasis on the sexual foundations. What I want you to think about and realize is, of course, those theories, his ideals, were some of the first. Everything has to start somewhere, doesn't it? Just like the conception of life. And, it may not be that he is absolutely 100% correct, but psychology is a science. And so, simply on that basis, of course, no single theory is absolute correct. And from the studies and teachings and writings of Freud became much of the foundational direction that following psychologists took, developmental. And that's what we're studying here in this semester, of course, is developmental psychology. Excuse me. And we're not going to have an all-inclusive singular answer, but we have to group humankind into a large summarizing package and all, because one size doesn't fit all. And you can see that that is what really changed with times, and most recently B.F. Skinner and Bandura being born into and at the time of the industrial age and raised as our United States developed and the world developed industrially. It brought a new foundation or theory for why we have greater agreement with it, is because it makes sense in our modern times. So we're going to be going on into now, after the child's born and they become an infant, the development of them. Within psychology, as human nature as it is, it's the pending question: are we products of our environment or are we products of our genetics? And that's very arguable, because I want you to think about this as you begin reading the next few chapters, because we're all born with that 52 cards in a deck. Sadly, unfortunately, some individuals' cards are bent on the corners. I know mine is. But then too, there are even individuals that are born with severe physical handicaps. Some, sadly, are born with mental deficits and handicaps. And from that, of course, is their genetic makeup and what they have to work with. So as they grow and develop, even because of their handicaps themselves, the environment treats them differently than if they were completely on average. And so therefore they are affected not only by their genetics, but two, by their environment. You know, the blind person that is born blind knows no color, knows no light. They can stand outside and feel the radiating sun upon their face. They can place their face near a source of heat and feel the same radiating heat. But they do not know what the brightness and light of the sun is any more than they know what the appearance of the pizza oven looks like. These things are only described to them, or what things they can physically touch. They can outline and draw a shape. And to them, then, beauty is not more than skin deep. Beauty to them is the presentation of the verbal communication and the kindness that they receive from an individual, regardless of how the individual may physically look. And then that same blind person can give back to their world something different because they're not jaded or influenced by the ugliness that we see in the world. The person that is deaf, they too have a physical shortcoming, but yet they can develop and learn and have full functionality within today's society, but they still are always inhibited. Then you have the individuals that, of course, after a period of life and time, they become totally blind or they become completely deaf, and how it changes their life and how it changes their being, their entire overall attitude about the world themselves. So are they products of their environment or products of their genetics? Here they're products of their circumstance. And then they continue to develop through the lifespan of themselves. So those are the things that we're going to be addressing and taking closer examination to. Hope you're enjoying class.